What's up, FR Nation? It's Matt with FR Clothing and Supply, here to help you like what you work in. All right, so you watched our first two videos on muck boots, you went out and bought yourself a pair, but now they're fitting a little too loose or your feet are getting too hot or too cold in them. Well, today I have 3 tricks for you to help your boots fit better and your feet to feel more comfortable. So, are you ready? All right, as always, I'd like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button below so you can stay up to date on all our new products and the tips and tricks to help keep you safe and comfortable out in the field. And just a reminder, all these products are in the show notes below, so make sure you hit those links, hop over to our website, and pick yourself something up. Okay, FR Nation, here are my 3 tips to help your muck boots fit better and for your feet to feel more comfortable. Tip number 1 is muck boots don't come in half sizes, which is kind of a bummer. You can get a 9, a 10, 11, but if you're a 10 and a half, you have to get an 11 or a 10. So if you get an 11 and your feet are moving around a little bit, that's a problem. But Muck Boot has come out with a simple solution for that problem. They have an insole that you can pick up in our store or online, and it's a simple insole, inexpensive. What you're gonna do is take this insole and stack it on top of the factory insole. Don't take the factory insole out. Just stack that new insole on top of it. It's gonna give you more cushion, but the big thing is it's gonna raise your footbed up just enough to create a snugger fit. So if you're having a problem with your foot moving around a little bit, pick up an insole, stack it on top, and you're gonna feel a difference right away. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2. You're on location, it's summer, it's hot, it just rained, you don't want to get your leather boots all messed up. So you're wearing your muck boots. Muck boots breathe. You remember that neoprene top breeze from our previous videos. This rubber part doesn't breathe as much. In 90+ degree weather, this boot can get hot. Your leg's gonna sweat, your foot's gonna start sweating. How do you cool down? Pretty simple. Just roll the muck boot down. I was a well tester when we're rigging up location. If the mud wasn't too bad, I just have this rolled down the whole time. It would keep my calf cool. It would let air circulate a little bit better. So if you're getting too hot on location, roll this thing down. When you get into deeper mud, roll it back up and you're good to go. That is tip number 2. The third tip is wear wool socks. Wool socks are amazing for your feet. Sometimes we'll have people come into the store and say they think their muck boots are leaking. So we ask them a couple questions. 1, we say, what are you doing on location? Most of the time it's they're working hard, moving around a lot, and sweating. 2, we'll say, what kind of socks are you wearing? If they tell me cotton, I know what the problem is. Cotton is a fiber that naturally absorbs water. It just grabs water from everywhere and just holds on to it. And muck boots were not made to work with cotton because muck boots are not as breathable as a leather boot. You've got this rubber bottom and a neoprene top. The neoprene breathes, the rubber does not. So if your cotton sock is getting a lot of sweat on it, it's just holding on to that sweat, it's got nowhere to go, you're gonna feel cold and miserable and wet. That's a problem. So what's the solution? Wool socks are the solution. Why are they solution? 1, wool socks are a natural insulator. The way the fibers come together create a lot of room for air, and that natural loft creates insulation. Just like a down jacket, that natural loft will keep things warm and toasty. 2, they're elastic, so they're gonna move with you on location and also keep their shape. 3, wool is an antibacterial fiber, which means it naturally resists odor. So you will no longer be the smelly guy in the truck. 4, wool contains nitrogen and sulfur, which is a natural fire retardant material. And 5, the biggest point of them all, is that wool is naturally water repellent. Did you know a wool sock can take in 1/3 of its weight in water before your foot is going to feel wet? It has hydrophobic and hygroscopic properties to it. What do those mean, Matt? Well, hydrophobic means that it naturally repels water, and hygroscopic means that it has the ability to pull vapors in and push them out really quickly. So what does that look like? You're wearing a wool sock and your muck boot. Your foot's sweating. The wool is gonna pull the sweat away from your body, keeping your body dry, and then push it out of the wool quickly to keep the sock dry. So your sock's gonna be dry, your foot's gonna be dry, the water is gonna be pushed out through the neoprene, and you're good to go. Those were my 3 tips on how to make your muck boots fit better and help your feet feel more comfortable. I hope it helped. If you have any comments or tips and tricks that I didn't cover, please put them in that comment section below. Let's get this conversation started. Thanks for watching to the end. Reminder, jump over to the website, come into our store. We'll help you out. We'll pick you out a nice pair of muck boots and some wool socks and get you on the road. All right, everybody. We'll see you later.